I wanted to talk about dog attacks and the way they really happen, because most people think the dog's just going to run up full speed and just straight up tackle you, and I don't think that's really how it works much of the time. Like in this video, you could see that the dogs ran up, but then they start to pause, and then they start to lunge at her and rip in. You know. And this next video that you will see, it shows this in a bit more clearly, because the dogs run up here. These dogs run up and then they pause. They just pause and then they start lunging. Right there. There you go. Pause and lunge. Notice how they don't tackle. They just sort of pause and lunge. And, you know, whenever you're surrounded by a pack of dogs, or you got a pack of dogs trying to surround you, you really need to do whatever it takes, anything, period, to get those dogs away from you, because that is very dangerous. And people always talk about how, you know, the doggy's so sweet. Frankly, the doggies are not sweet. They are predatory animals, and they love hurting other creatures. And the most common complaint I see from victims is, you know, they were told that the dogs were so sweet and they never hurt anything. So, really just don't treat dogs as being sweet or nice, because most of the time they're not, and I mean like over 90% of the time. And here we go with another video. I really wanted to show this one because it shows the prey drive in action, the chase instinct in action. Anytime you're jogging or cycling by a dog, you know, you're going to excite its prey drive. So really, if you're going to do that, really you need to slow down and start to walk by the dog to try to quell its prey drive. Here, this man is very stupid, and he should have just really gotten on the other side of the road, since he could have. I mean, this isn't a busy road at all. But instead, he gets a little bit injured, not seriously injured, which was lucky. He could have been really badly torn up by this. But people really just underestimate dogs, and they really need to stop doing that. I mean, anytime you see a dog, just frankly just try to get away from it. If it starts going at you, or if it's just running straight at you, you know, do what you got to do. Especially if you got multiple dogs trying to surround you. Once you start seeing that, dogs trying to get around to the side of you, you really need to do something serious at that point, because that means you're about to get ripped up. Like what happened with that little girl in India at the start of this video. But I just thought I'd point all this out, because, you know, I think people have many times a little misconception about how an attack really looks. This is ridiculous. And on that note, why do owners, they say they advocate for dogs. I don't think they advocate for these dogs. What they advocate for is, you know, not being responsible for their dogs, it seems like a lot of times. Because I keep seeing this over and over and over again, with people just leaving dogs running about. Anyway, I guess that's it.